Hi there, my name is Krista. Welcome to my channel. This is a weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of April 23rd to April 29th. So I will be doing a little bit of a different spread this week than I did last week. I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to do a 3-card spread, central issue with 2 qualifiers, and then a general energy at the bottom of the deck for the week. And we'll draw again 1 card each from the Medicine Card Tarot and the Healing with the Angels Oracle at the end of this reading. This is for Leo Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't already know your Moon and Rising signs, I'll add a link to the description box where you can put in your information to learn your Moon and Rising. And that way, if Leo's Sun, Moon, and Rising doesn't appeal to you or resonate with you that much, you can look at the other readings and see if those help. This is a general reading, however, though, so take the images, colors, numbers, and any phrases and words that I say intuitively and apply them to your situation this week, Leo. So to learn more about me, how to get in touch with me, my ebook, and the cards that I'm using, that's all in the description box as well, so you can find all my contact info there. So let's begin, Leo. I wish for Leo all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon Archangels Michael, Metatron, Gabriel, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. What are the overall general messages for Leo Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 23rd to April 29th? So far for the central position is the co-creation card. You're currently involved in doing something expansive. You don't need to do the legwork anymore. You don't have to think about it. That this isn't a contemplative card. This is an action card. You are in the middle of something, Leo. And it looks like the legwork and the decision making you have done to get to this place is very well thought out, and you've taken everything into consideration in order to create this new world for yourself, or new company, or new idea, or concept, or invention, or relationship. Whatever it is in action. It's in process. Holy smokes. I always holy smokes the milk and honey card because it's just beautiful and incredibly powerful. You are in a really positive mind frame and a great deal of positive, flourishing, bountiful energy surrounds you, and you bring it forth, right? I mean, you have to possess it to release it. So you're possessing this, and you're also surrounded by this. You could be co-creating not only with you and spirit in the world of your own creation, your own, what your thoughts and feelings are bringing to life, but you're surrounded by people who are doing the same. You're really inspired this week, Leo, by someone who's been there before and has done it before, or whose story of success really resonates with you. Wow, this is such a beautiful reading. I think you feel like you've come into your own this week, or you can relax into your own. The bottom of the deck's energy for the week is Treasure Island. So you're looking at treasures that you didn't even think belonged in the spiritual or mental or emotional world that very much do. Perhaps you thought that the best way to feel good about something or relaxed or content was in the material world, and I think you're finding this week, Leo, that for the first time, or the first time in a long time, that it's something that you possess and that you give yourself. And it is emotional, and it is a greatness. The fact that you can't buy this or pick this up actually makes it more valuable, right? It makes it priceless. So Treasure Island is really just reminding you that as co-creator, you're aware. Even if you weren't before, you're aware now that you're bringing something into fruition that wasn't there before. But primarily this time, or this time around, it's because you're willing to accept it, willing to accept, willing to share it. It doesn't feel like a hoarding situation or undeserving situation or a guilt or anything like that. This is a real, true place of mental, material, and emotional abundance, Leo. Like just phenomenal energy here. And it also, what you're providing to others, other people who are in your company are really feeling this with you. So you feel a great deal of strength and prosperity and peace. You're relaxed in it. You're in a state of personal bliss this week. So let's look at these in a little bit more detail here, Leo. So the central card is co-create. Again, we've got the symbols of fertility with the egg, the owl, which is one of the main symbols of Artemis and the moon and of female energy. So instinct and intuition. And then the cougar. So wait, that's a leopard? I think it's a leopard, sorry. So fastest land animal on earth. Um, you're sitting atop all of this energy because you're perfectly aware of it and you've created this. But like I said, you've done the legwork. In order to create something, you had to have become aware of something. So whatever you've gone through over the past, I would say month, the last 4 to 6 weeks, has prepared you for this end of things. And it's a great deal of affiliation and managing. So, who are you spending your time with? What are you spending your time at? What do you think it's going to get you? And how do you feel about it? And here you're saying, oh no, I've done all that. I'm in it. I've made up my mind and now I'm in the process of actually doing it. This is your action. And you feel so supported. To co-create means that you're also aware that there is a higher power, okay? And whether that's God or spirit or Gaia or the breath of life, whatever that word means to you, whatever that higher energy is that means to you, you're in tune with that this week, and not in a manipulative way at all. This isn't about manipulation, and this really isn't about other people. This is really sincerely about you finally feeling at home while taking action, while in process of putting these new concepts, ideas, feelings, and processes into action. As opposed, for example, to doing all the legwork, coming up with all these decisions, making up your mind about something, getting in the middle of it, being active about it, and then seeing, for example, oh, I've made a mistake, or this wasn't for me, or I should have done something else first, or I could have waited on something. No. This week is saying this, like, everything is in divine order this week. It's just perfect timing, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing right now, which is taking care of yourself, putting yourself in the middle of what you found necessary to get in the middle of, like your future, being in charge of that, being the captain of that, and making no apologies. So that's what I see there in your central position, Leo. To the right of that is your Milk and Honey card. This is just one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen in terms of symbology. So first we're looking at the rainbow, the bright blue sky, the picnic table. So this sense of pure bounty. You not only have something for yourself and are in the middle of enjoying, but you have it to share it. You are able to share something. This is the law of attraction, frankly. Being able to draw what belongs to you because you know what to do with it now. And you know how to accept it now. And you know that feeling good belongs to everybody. You can't hoard it. So there's no guilt in it, right? You deserve all these beautiful things and you deserve to project this to the world. It's just such a glorious card. And also the rainbow is the sun, which is your symbol, through the prism. This is all the colors that come through. You're experiencing or are willing to or aware of all the things that you are able to now experience that belong to you that you just didn't think that you were either aware of or deserving of before. So I'm so pleased to see this for you, Leo, because there's just such enormous content here. A great deal of contentment. You're pleased with something here. This is a great deal of pleased as opposed to pleasure. Not that pleasure can't be a sense of pleasing, but pleased as in a sigh of relief or a sense of graciousness or gratefulness of having recognized something. So I'm very pleased to see that for you this week, Leo. It's just really such a stunning card. And mother's milk, right? Like if we were to look at other symbologies in the card, you might be feeling very protected or very protecting someone else, but in a gentle, generous way. I just want to look up any additional language that the authors might have written about prosperity. You're authentic. So this is a really good feeling this week. So I'm really happy to see that for you. And this card really doesn't need a great deal of explanation, but at the left of the co-creation card is peace. You're in a state of personal bliss this week, Leo. You might have found the secret to feeling secure and happy and getting what you want and need without taking anything that doesn't belong to you or manipulating anything around you. And simply by attracting what you know you deserve because you're able to give it back. And this could have been the major holdup for you, Leo. Whatever this is in a general sense for you this week, the major holdup previous to being at peace with this, with the prosperity, with the law of attraction and feeling like you have everything you need, taking action on those decisions that you did a lot of work coming to terms with, this great deal of peace that comes with it may also stem from finally being at peace with the notion that in order to give it, you have to have it. In order to give it, you need to possess it first, right? So you could just be feeling very relieved right now in the sense of knowing how to project that, knowing how to provide that for other people because you've been so successful in giving it to yourself and providing it for yourself. So this is just gorgeous. Again, we have another egg, so fertility, gestation, birth, or even protection, or even fragility or vulnerability. And then the dove with the olive branch. So in that regard, there could be something worth protecting here, that you're willing to protect a sense of peace by knowing where you belong and where you don't, and what belongs to you and what doesn't, and being able to let it go. You know, you're not going to dramatize or put up a fight for what you know doesn't belong to you anymore, or what you simply don't want in your life anymore. I think you've risen above something that was holding you down in a big way previous to this week, Leo. So that's remarkable to see. I'm very happy to see that for you. It's just such a really beautiful reading. You know, stunning acceptance, stunning recognition, stunning prosperity, stunning co-creation, a stunning sense of relaxation and acceptance. So just mega congrats to you. You bring a lot of joy into other people's life and a lot of I was gonna say acceptance into other people's life. I think that you're one of the most accepting signs because you're willing to let people be who they are, and you don't exact a lot of judgment on people because you know that just like you, everyone has their own path. However, I think that this week or previous to this week and the actions you're taking this week just means that just because you accept everyone for who they are and what they want or what they don't want doesn't mean that you have to stand there and accept it or be part of it. Like, you are your own unique person with your own unique ideas, plans, and concepts. So trust this. Trust that you're going in the right direction. So in conjunction with your co-creation card, you've got Beaver, and Beaver is the card of the builder. And then you've got the card Lizard, which is the dreaming card. You're bringing your dreams to life really seriously, literally even. Like what you have contemplated and worked on and struggled through, where you have felt you're finally put in a position to co-create this week, it's because you're building from your dreams, literally, okay? And you're really content with this. You make no apologies, no explanations necessary. You're really happy and content and secure in this position. So this is gorgeous for you, Leo. I'm very pleased to see that for you. You really don't, there's nothing up in the air for you this week. You are really perfectly happy with the decisions you're making and where you are this week. So that's remarkable to see, and I hope this resonates with you at that level, because you really do deserve to feel happy and content. So okay, I've got two jumpers for you here. Archangel Michael is always a favorite of mine. Archangel Michael means that you're incredibly blessed and protected. You might even have been reaching out, or for the first time are able to reach out, calling upon spirit or messengers of spirit for help and guidance this week. And you're very much in tune with that and in receipt of that this week. On the other hand, if you've been putting it off or rejected it in the past or don't see the point, Archangel Michael here in this position as a clarifier to the reading is saying now is a good time to do that. If you've been putting off or don't feel comfortable or for whatever reason haven't reached out for guidance from archangels or for spirit guides, Archangel Michael is saying, you know what, just call, just ask, because we'll keep giving you the energy or the guidance, or if you need to know you're in the right place, or if you feel like you need added protection, please just ask, because that's all they need. They just need to be asked for help, and that's what they're there for. Archangel Michael wants to help you. And the card of acceptance, which is gorgeous as well, because this is something that you're very clearly in complete acceptance of. You know for you that this is exactly what you need. And like I said earlier, you make no apologies. You're really in your bliss. You're in your space this week. People might even be looking up to you very shortly for some answers on how you did it or how you do it. So look for that, Leo, over the next week. I hope this appealed to you and resonated with you. Let me know what you think about the reading in the comments if you like. And please take care of yourself in the meantime. I look forward to seeing you for your next week's reading. Take care, Leo.